Okay, another big question I get from guitarists that are just starting is, do I play acoustic or electric? So I want to show you some of the differences between the two, and you can choose, because you can do either. You can do either. Generally, it's easier to learn on the electric than it is on the acoustic, okay? Reason being is because on the electric versus the acoustic, okay? And let me point out and show you some of the differences between these instruments. And you can decide. Remember, this is about you. Don't let anybody tell you what you should be doing. You gotta learn on this and you have to learn this, because that's not true. Okay? You can do whatever you like and whatever you want. The guitar and music is very subjective. It's about the things that turn you on about music and about guitar. Okay? I will, again, I believe in brutal honesty, and and that's one thing as you get to know me through these lessons, I'm very straight up, and I'm very straight up with all my students. And I'm going to tell you straight up that learning on the electric is a little easier than learning on the acoustic. Reason being is because on the electric guitar, the action is lower, meaning the distance between the strings to the frets is lower. So it's easier to push down and fret notes and fret chords. Also, the string gauge, or the thickness of the strings, is less on electric than acoustic. So it's easier to push down, a little easier to play. On acoustic, also you have to get your arm around the body of the acoustic guitar, and that puts you in a little different position, where the electric is a lot thinner, tighter against the body. So again, it's a little bit easier playability-wise. Okay? So if you're looking for a little bit of you want to make it as easy as possible, a little bit of an easier edge, go with the electric. Now, the electric guitar, in order to hear it at a volume, you'd have to buy an amp. Now, you don't have to necessarily buy one, because you can play the electric and hear it unamplified. I don't have this plugged in. That's not plugged in. I'll plug it in a little while, but it's not plugged in right now. See? No plug here. Right? So you don't have to have an amp. Eventually down the road you're going to want to get one, especially when you get to the point of playing with other people, because as soon as someone's playing along with you, you're going to want to hear each other, or if you're playing with a band. But if you just want the electric and start rocking out on that, that's fine. Get yourself an electric guitar. Chances are you'll go far. That was in a song. I can't remember what song. What song was that in, Tim?
That was good. I don't know.
I don't know. Chances are get your electric guitar. Bad Company, maybe? I don't know. But that was in the song. I wish I said that. Anywho. But here's the thing. If you like electric music, electrified, amplified, crank it up, rocked out music, and you're drawn more to the electric, then by all means, let's start with the electric. Okay? With an electric guitar, beginner guitar, you want something that's easy to play, playability, that sounds good, tone, and that's crafted well, good craftsmanship. With electric guitars, you have to also think about the electronics, right? Because you have pickups and you're going to be amped. So I tend to shy away from the quote-unquote starter packs, where you get like a guitar, an amp, a strap, a tuner for like $150. Reason I tend to shy away from those is because some of my students have them, and over time they're not happy with them. They're just not made as well. They don't stay in tune. Remember, you want the guitar to stay in tune. Like I said before, that's huge. And a lot of the starter guitars, sometimes they don't stay in tune really well. They don't play really well. The electronics are not that great. They break down. Okay? I'm talking from experience here. Remember, I'm seeing hundreds and hundreds of students every year. So I get to see all kinds of guitars. It's great. I love it. Right? So just remember those three things: craftsmanship, playability, and tone. Get a name brand. Go and play lots and lots of guitars at a big store. Listen to the difference in tone. And I would try to bump up from the starter pack to like the next level. Don't, like a bottom line Fender acoustic might be $150. I would tend to go the extra $100 or $175 because there's a huge difference in quality from a $150 guitar and a $300 guitar. And it's going to make your life easier, because you're going to be playing this thing for a long time, every day, and you're going to be having so much fun. It's going to bring you so much joy. It's going to pay for itself 1,000,000 times over. If you like electric guitars, I personally think the best buy for the money out there is the Fender Mexican-made Stratocaster. I do not have an endorsement deal with Fender. I wish I did. Believe me, I don't. So I'm telling you these things from my experiences, not because someone's paying me or I'm getting a kickback from Fender. I like them. This is a Fender Mexican-made guitar. It's an awesome guitar because you can pick one up used on Craigslist for like $250, $225 if you're savvy. Maybe even get them to throw in the case, right? Brand new Mexican-made Fender Stratocaster probably be $350. If you want it in sunburst, it'll be a little bit more. They always charge you a banging extra $50 for sunburst, right? There's multiple color paint. A Fender American-made instrument. This is a Fender guitar made in the USA, brand new. You're looking at $1,000, which is a big, big, big chunk of money to lay out if you're just starting. So that's why I say for the money, the Fender made Mexican, not the Squire. Fender made in Mexico is a really good deal because a couple $100. It's made well. It's a solid body. If you're looking at electric guitars for start, you want to get a solid body. It's another reason I don't like the Squires because they're plywood bodies. Solid body guitars are always going to sound better. One piece of wood, okay, much more resonant. The electronics are much better than the Squire guitar. The pickups are hotter, and the electronics are much more made of higher quality. So I would suggest, I like this guitar. Believe it or not, I play out. As a live performer, I'm out there playing in clubs and weekly. And I use this guitar a lot on stage. I use a lot of my American Strats too, but I use this one a lot. Sounds great, plays great, I love it. So for the money, that's something to consider. If you like the Gibson line, look at some of the Gibson and Epiphone guitars, but try to bump up from the starter pack. I would recommend that. Remember, quality, you get what you pay for. Just like most things in life, right? So that's my little spiel on what type of guitar to get. Have fun in the process. Go out there, go to music stores, and enjoy it. It's a lot of fun. And I'll see you in the next module. Email me any questions.